Hello and welcome to Knit in the Womb Designs, where we do all of your left-handed knitting tutorials. And today we are doing a follower request, and that is magic loop. So we have our double pointed needle. If you're going to do magic loop, you need a long cord on your circular. I think I've got a 24 on here. You want at least 24. Depending on how many stitches you have, you might need 32 or 36 inches. But I think I have a 24 on today. I didn't measure. I just grabbed one out of my Knit Picks set. So, which by the way, I love their interchangeable needles. Love them. So how do we start on our magic loop, right? So first things first, your magic loop is used anytime you're doing anything in the round where your circular needles, your 16-inch or your 9-inch, are just not cutting it. You need something smaller. Anywhere you would use double pointed needles, you can use magic loop. I am personally not a huge fan of magic loop, but I do use it. It's nice to have in your back pocket for when you're purling in the round on like a sleeve or mittens. I personally used magic loop for paw mittens, which I will have that free pattern linked in the caption. Because I find that with double pointed needles, when you're purling, you tend to get a noticeable ladder. But when you're using magic loop, you don't get the laddering. Okay, so let's show you how to do this. So I already have you can see I've already kind of separated them. I have 30 stitches on my needle and I've already separated 15 on this side and 15 on this side. And I am going to pull this cord out, okay? Now, these are going to go, this right here, we're going to slide them up to the needle. This is now your holding needle. You're holding the stitches you're about to work. Now to start, I like to do it this way because, you want to join in the round first if you haven't already. I'm just going to show you how to join in the round. And you want to make sure, look, this would have been bad. If I had done this, they would have been twisted. So you always want to double check to make sure your stitches are not twisted. You want that to look just like that. Come on, yarn tail, out of the way. I'm sorry if you hear my kids. They are outside playing. It's beautiful out. And kids make noise. So that's what you want it to look like. Now I'm going to join in the round. The way I like to join in the round is the crossover. So I have an extra one of my interchangeable needles. I'm going to take that last stitch off and put it on this needle. And take this first stitch, slide it over that one and put it on this needle. So now that first stitch became your last stitch and the last stitch became your first stitch. That's how I like to join in the round. You can join in the round any way you want, but I find this, doing it magic loop, I need a spare needle to do it personally. Just a little tip there. So now this is your holding needle here. This will be your working needle. In order to make it your working needle, you're going to pull through. Now, don't pull all the way through. You need this to make this work, okay? So you pull enough through. So now we're going to start knitting. We're just going to knit as usual across the needle. Now we get to the end of the needle. I'm going to flip it over. And we are going to pull that through. I'm pushing, but you're going to push this needle in. You can also pull from this side. It doesn't matter. And you're going to pull this needle forward. And again, when you do that, you're going to make sure that you leave quite a bit here, but pull out enough. This is why you need a really big needle, why you need 24, 32, 36-inch cords. Okay. And then you're just gonna making sure that we're not twisted, which we're not. Now we're gonna knit across. And if you give this a little bit of a tug, there will be no ladder. Don't pull too hard, but there will be no laddering. So I've knit across again. Okay, so we just did one round on that round, okay? So I'm going to try and pull this back a little so you can see. So we're going to pull this out. Excuse you. And push that needle, push those stitches. This is why you don't want to pull too hard, because that last stitch might get too tight. I'll pull this way. There we go. Get that yarn tail out of the way. And then we can start all over, right? We can now grab our yarn and start knitting across again. Okay, we finished that needle again. So we flip it over. Pull this cord right here. And this is going to feel awkward to you for a little bit with this finagling back and forth, but pull that up. So now you have your working needle. Untwist that. Right? Give it a little tug. Don't tug too hard because you won't be able to move it. And you can get started again. And it's just this rhythm over and over and over again. Whoops. I'm sorry, I made you shake. It's just this rhythm over and over and over again. You're going to get across the needle, pull, and pull. And then you can start again. And that is how you do the magic loop. Goodness. That's how you do the magic loop. And you can see we've got a couple rows there, and they are not twisted, right? If you were to hold it like this, you can see that's how you do it. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them below. And if this was helpful for you, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone that you think it would help. Happy knitting!